Hello and welcome to the channel. If you are new to our channel, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. Here at Market Chart Pattern, we do technical analysis of stocks and commodities, and basically mainly using Fibonacci, but we also use some other techniques. What we are really looking for is basically to identify patterns within the market and then decipher what those patterns are telling us, what the price is going to do next. So today we are going to take a look at the stock, the Boeing company. Before we move forward, disclaimer, what we are going to discuss in the video is for educational purposes only, and it is not a financial advice. Okay, so the Boeing company does not need much introduction. It's a massive company. We know that they produce commercial planes, freighters. They're also involved in defense sectors, and they have some other segments as well. But in this video, we are just going to take a look at the stock price and decipher what the stock is likely to do next. So actually, I decided to make a video about the Boeing stock because it hit a very important level, and the price is most likely to actually rise from here. And what the price is going to do next is what we are going to perform the technical analysis and find out. So what we can do, what I'm going to show you is that quickly we take a look and we see that actually it closed with a good candle in green, and it took out this high of a very negative candle which formed yesterday. And we know that yesterday overall market, because of the concerns with virus and inflation, etc., had a negative close, but it also closed at an important level, so we'll discuss that. Okay, let's just quickly review what the stock has been doing. So what I have done is basically drawn a rectangle formation here, which is actually nothing more than a trading range. So it's quite a large trading range. So the low was formed last year in in March of last year, 2020. That's when the overall stock market bottomed as well, big thanks to Federal Reserve injecting massive amounts of liquidity, and they saved many companies. And what we see is that the price has just gone up, boom, boom, and it's just been in this rather massive price range. But within this price range, actually, what the price is doing is it is moving in certain kind of a rhythm, and we are just going to take a look at what it has been doing. So for example, if we just briefly take a look at this swing, what it did was it kind of retraced, taking out this little candle which we can't even see here properly. And then the market retraced, but it retraced in kind of an ABCD kind of a manner. And if we look at what was the retracement on it, what we see is that it retraced down to about 61.8% retracement. And in fact, let me draw this. So it bottomed anywhere between 61.8% and 78.6% retracement levels. Okay, but then it rallied, and it kind of stalled here. Let's take a look at what this level is, and if we expand this swing here, what we see is that it was exactly at the 1.618 expansion of this swing here. So let me actually draw this. Let me actually connect all of these, and that way it's a little bit easier to see. This is just to show that actually within this big rectangle range, price is actually moving in some sort of manner or a fashion, and the Fibonacci ratios seem to be working quite well on those. And what the price did next was boom. It made a retracement, and it made a retracement right down to 61.8% retracement of this entire move. So let me draw it like this so it's a little bit easier to see. So from this point to this point, and it was right at the 61.8% retracement. In fact, it made a double bottom here. So it took the low out, and then the next day it was kind of situation what we see here. The candle closed in green, and then it took out these swings, and off it went higher. And then it went up in ABCD fashion here. So we can have a look at some Fibonacci retracements here at these levels as well. So again, you can see it was again a 1.618 expansion of this swing, and then what it has formed is kind of you know okay, I'm not gonna draw this here at the moment. What we see is it looked like it was some sort of channel formation here, but all it was doing was it was just expanding to 1.618. Okay, so coming back to where we are now. So after hitting this point of around $277, price has been pulling back for quite a while now, since March of this year. And what it seems to be doing is that the price is actually moving in ABCD formations, and that is exactly what we are looking at. So what we notice is that here price made a low, and if we just take that and we move it to this point here, we get to a level of about $200, which should have been a pretty good support. And if we look at where at these candles were kind of bouncing around $200 level, a little bit lower to $195 to $200, and they stayed here for a few days. Then we had a massive move down yesterday. What we also notice is that there's also this 61.8% retracement level from this swing. So from this low to this low, and then we have these ABCDs which are coming around this level as well. So the importance of this 61.8% retracement, which we just saw here, when this low was made, it was the 61.8% retracement of this swing here. So it's of the swing which we saw from here to here. So that's why we need to pay attention to this retracement level. And what we also see is there are other ABCDs which are also completing here, somewhere a little bit below the 61.8% retracement level, going down to about 188, 186 level. And also finally on yesterday, when the price actually made a really negative candle, it was at this 1.618 expansion level, and this is actually the kind of reverse of what we have seen here. So this stop was the 1.618 expansion of this swing. So let me actually draw this to make it a little bit clear. Then what we had seen was this was the 1.618 expansion of this swing, and what happened here is basically in reverse. So this is 1.618 expansion of this swing, and with other ABCDs and the 61.8% retracements coming together or in a close confluence level, I think this is a significant level where the stock could actually find some sort of a bottom and rally. And today we had a positive price action, and I'm just going to blow up the chart. And what we see is the candle is green, so that's good, and the price closed at pretty much at the high, so we don't see a top wick, so that's also a good sign. It took out this candle's high out, so that's also a very positive sign. And now it is most likely in a short term, over the next day, probably it's going to close this gap here. So the price had actually formed a gap, and what we think is that as a sort of our first step, price is going to do what it had done before in this swing. So for example, what do I mean by that? So this was the kind of the largest rally. So if we take that, so what we are expecting is that the price to at least move to up to this level of about $225. So at the moment it's price close at $202. So we are looking at about 23 $25 dollar move. However, what is also important is it's possible, because we are in actually bullish seasonals, although the stock market had overall S&P had a big pullback. I'll make another video about that actually, because we are at some really important levels, and it's possible over the next few days the market might actually make a good bottom. What we are looking at is that this 61.8% retracement level at 243 is a key level. So this is what we are watching. If the price begins to close above that, then this is a very positive sign. It would have taken out this swing high, it would have taken out this swing high, which means that it is breaking out of that negative symmetry, because what we see here is basically lower highs and lower lows, and when price begins to take these highs out, it is breaking out of that negative symmetric pattern that it was in. So something is changing, which is going to be positive for the stock. So what we are looking at is perhaps this price, if it breaks above this with convincing lows at least for 2 days, a retest of about 278, or let's call it $280. So that's what we are looking at. Over the longer term, it's possible that actually the stock could move much higher, but we'll take one step at a time, and we will be evaluating what the price is doing as we go along, and I will be making videos and follow up on the stock and keep you guys updated. So in short, just a summary, we believe that the Boeing stock is actually poised to move higher because of this pattern formation. However, if this level is broken to the downside, then what we are discussing here becomes invalid. So we have to be aware of that. So shorter term, we are looking at a kind of an equal move of the rallies which we have seen before, with this one being the largest one in this cycle. So that should take us to about $225. Then 242 is the 61.8%, sorry, $243 is the 61.8% retracement. And the market, if it begins to close higher with good closes, then we are looking at about $280 or retest of these highs it made back in March. So that's it for now. If you like what we have discussed and how we analyze, do a technical analysis using Fibonacci ratios and pattern recognition, please do subscribe to the channel. Also hit that bell icon button so that you are aware of when the next videos will come out. And if you have got any comments, please do not hesitate to write in the comments, and I'll personally take a look at your comments and reply. Also, if there is any commodity or stock you want me to take a look at, that please do mention in the comments, and I will do my best to do the analysis on those. So thank you very much for watching the video, and best of luck in trading, and have a good day, night, wherever you are. Thank you.